Hi, I'm Ralph Kamrowski, the oldest son of Anton and Josephine Kamrowski. And, this is my wife Beverly.
Hello.
My middle initial is E, and people ask me what that's for, and I tell them that means expert. And for those of you that don't know what an expert is, X is an undetermined amount, and a spurt is a squirt of liquid shooting someplace, so an expert is an undetermined amount of liquid squirting someplace. So that takes care of that. Now, we live in Sierra Vista, Arizona. That's not the end of the earth, but you can see it from here. So anyway, we moved here in 1975 and got out of the cold winters of Minnesota. And we like living here, but we sure miss a lot of the things from Minnesota. The hunting, the fishing, and especially our friends and relatives back there. Even though we made a lot of new friends out here. And we enjoy having our friends and relatives from Minnesota coming and seeing us. Okay. I'm 61 years old right now, and I'm a building contractor. I've been contracting here in Arizona ever since we came here. And I've done lots of remodeling on commercial buildings, including Chinese restaurants and banks. I built a 6-unit townhouse and many, many other things. And, we have 2 sons, Todd, who works for me right now, and he plans on taking over the business one day. And then there's David, who is a automotive mechanic, works for Toyota. And we love them. David is married. Of course, you saw him and his wife earlier on this video. And we just enjoy them very much. And David, or Beverly, would you like to say something?
You covered a lot of it, but I was thinking that we need to share that we were married in November 28th, 1964, I believe.
Yeah.
And our first son was born the following year in 65, and then David was born in 67. And they were born in Minneapolis, and we lived there in our brand new home that Ralph had built. It was really a dream house, and we were happy there for quite a few years. How many years were we?
6.
6 years. And then I had a problem with back problems, and I had a lung infection, and we had to, doctor said if I'm going to be well, I need to move to where it's warmer and drier. So we moved to Arizona about 3 years later, I guess.
2 years later.
Saudi
Saudi Arabia didn't appeal to us, so
No.
we ended up in Arizona.
Right, and so we moved out here, and it was really difficult, but we had friends that lived out here, and we stayed with Pete and Dee Peterson, and we stayed with them about a year. Was it?
How about less than a month?
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
No.
Well, I can't remember back, I guess.
No, it was less
Seemed
than a month.
longer, but anyway, then we found a house, which we are in now, and Ralph found work shortly after. We came without any job or anything, so like blind, we were blindly coming out. I was going to share too that Ralph and I met on a blind date by mutual friends, and we just fell in love with each other right after we had met, and got along very well. Went to Minnesota Twins game, saw football games and hockey, and
Went fishing?
Went fishing. Did all kinds of things. We enjoyed going out and doing.
I wanted to mention also that we were married in the Basilica of St. Mary in Minneapolis. For those of you who know where that is and how large it is, it's a beautiful church.
Very long.
Yes, you walked forever down the aisle, didn't
Yes.
you?
I was
Had to
gonna-
use binoculars to see you when you walked in.
I was going to say too, we were married on November 28th, which I said before, but there was a blizzard going on that day.
Yeah.
My family couldn't get down from Bemidji, and Ralph's family barely got down, but some of his family were there. Most of the family were there.
There were a few that didn't make it.
And so our wedding was really a beautiful wedding. My father, I never really had a father, and he died when I was 6 months old, so I walked down the aisle all by myself. It was a long aisle, and But it was a beautiful wedding, and we were very happy together. We went down to New Orleans for a honeymoon, and well, we enjoyed the trip. And I think we did, didn't we?
Yes.
And our stay down there, people were always looking for money and handouts, so that was hard. It was difficult, but well, we had fun. I had a hard time with the people down there, understanding their, what was it, their accents, you know. They talked in a different accent that I never really could pick up, and Ralph seemed to pick it up sooner than I did. He translated for me, so one thing I remember. Do you remember anything else about it?
Well, I think maybe we should sign off now. We've talked for quite a bit on our wedding. And people think, well, it's great to reminisce.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. And,
He's a
we'll see you all. Bye.